just noticed that. Hang on. I'm going to have to edit my name on there. And just put a little post at the end of it.
Oh, you do it when you come on, sign on, don't you, to change your name?
I think so. Guys, can you stop it?
Can you please?
Look how well behaved my dog is.
Oh,
On cue, just fucking rolls off me.
Oh, hang on, look, are you ready? Look, this is some of the lads from the room.
Oh, fuck
Succulent
yes.
1. It says succulents 2. I don't know what that is. And then
Mine are over there.
Fuck yes. I love plants.
My mum bought me this for my birthday. Hang on, let me grab it. Right.
Show me your succulent.
Sounds kind of water, doesn't it? Look.
Show me your tree.
Wow, that's yeah.
I was expecting a small plant, not a tree.
That's like got a full-on canopy.
Welcome to Debs' jungle. Take that how you wish.
That's what my downstairs area looks like. That's
Monster Bush. That made my day. Monster Bush.
Oh dear. So yeah, so work was crap. How come?
It's just work. It's just work. Hence why I suppose we should really say I've just finished a 12-hour shift. Hence, I don't just sit in my flat in my uniform for shits and giggles. Work was still there. The patients still did the thing where they call the ambulances, the ambuli, singular. And I didn't actually speak to any patients today. I was speaking to the staff.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, yes. Maybe.
I don't think I can talk to people anymore like that, like face to face.
Well, I don't have to. I do this.
Yeah, but it's still people you probably just don't want to talk to, right? I know. I know
The staff are all right.
I'm just going to ring 111 one day and be like, I'm just here to speak to Romana. Can you just get her to call me back, please?
You're phoning the wrong number. I'm
999.
No, 999.
Okay,
I'll call 999 then. And just be like, I just want to chat to Romana.
To be fair, if you've got a call taker in the Exeter control room, they'd probably be like, okay.
Let me just put you through.
She's got a very special understanding.
There's some woman on the phone making turkey noises, wanting to talk to you. Should we get them to speak to the mental health team, or shall I transfer them to you?
Oh, I know. Go! Yeah, send her through. Oh, same shit, different day. Hey.
Yeah. How was your day? Far more exciting than mine.
What did I do today? I went for a coffee.
Ooh.
And then did some client stuff, and that's about it, really. Really chilled. Didn't train today. I had a rest day. But that's about
I had a rest day too.
Nice.
How was Graftism? How was that?
Oh, it's a great little gym. That it's a bit like out of the way. Like I was like drove up to it, and have you both been, or just you, Romana?
I've been.
So like it's down like this little alleyway, not alleyway, but like little like side road that leads into like some workplaces. Like it must have been just like a woodwork area or whatever. Do you remember, Romana?
Yeah, I'm just thinking of what it was like rocking up at SUPs.
Yeah.
It's on an industrial estate. Like SUPs.
Wait a minute.
Admittedly, SUPs doesn't have a side road, does it? So
yeah, no, and there's like no parking or anything. But like it's amazing because you don't know really where it is. It's quite hidden away. But as you walk in, it's like got all this really great kit, and it's small, very compact. But like you're like shoulder to shoulder to people, but it's got some fucking great kit in there. Like I tried the Prime like row. The one that's like lined out, it's like an incline row. It's got the 3 pins, and obviously you can change how you want the rep to feel. I used the Prime leg extension and really didn't like it, whereas the row is fucking brilliant. It's just it's got some really that gym's got some great little gems of kit in it.
When you said on the WhatsApp group you used the Prime leg extension, and that you didn't like it, I was like, I thought the one I use at Body World is Prime, but it's not. I'm pretty sure it's Atlantis instead. But now you mention it, I've used the prime leg extension. Debs, I wasn't even looking at you. Tugging a spoon. Yeah, I know what you mean about the prime leg extension. It made my knee hurt.
Yeah, it's the same with me. Yeah, because Sup's brought one in. They've still got like a Life Fitness. They've got their Life Fitness leg extension and then a Prime Fit leg extension. And I just could not get on with the Prime one. Whereas the Life Fitness one is just the best leg extension I've ever used. But yeah, it's a great little gym. Other than that, like it's a bit of a hot box, like proper sweat box. But I had a really good session with Penny and Shelley, and yeah, I would 100% recommend going down. It's good gym.
Road trip.
We should. Thinking that we should do some road trips. Obviously, like you guys will have to drive me because I will keel over. I'll be like they're having a hypo again.
Yes, that'd be sick.
I felt hungry today.
What? What's going on?
I know. So, like, I'd had my first couple of meals, and then some bits and bobs happened, and then I went on my break, and I was like, I'll eat after my break, and then I came back from my break. And, like, other people wanted to talk to me. So it was another, like, 45 minutes before I actually microwaved my food. And then it was too hot for me to eat straight away. And I was like, oh, I might die. I'm hungry.
Yeah, yeah. I might keel over.
Feeling? What is this empty feeling?
I'm gonna on my check-in on Sunday. I'm gonna put on there. I'm gonna be like NB. I put Romana's hungry, so she said, "Can you up her food?"
Yeah, food, please.
Do it, and then we can like have his feedback as the intro to the next podcast.
How come you felt hungry? That's not you, Romana.
I just left it too long between meals because it's a rest day, so there's kind of less meals.
I reckon she's been doing extra.
Only by like one, but
she's been doing extra activity, I think.
Sadly not.
Yeah. Sadly not.
Sadly not.
Yeah.
Pickle Pringle over here.
Bless. Hey, yeah. But yeah, good gym. Very good. And Penny and Shelley are like in the deep, dark depth prep. Penny's looking really good. Just a few like little tiny adjustments to make now because her legs just need to come in a little bit more. But I said to her that
she looks so good.
Yeah, she's honestly like her upper is pretty much there. It's just her lower. Like we just need to. It's just a bit about digging real deep now, just to get it in.
Said every female bodybuilder ever.
Exactly.
That's what I said. Legs just need to come in.
This is what Tom said to me when he saw me. He's like, "You're like two different physiques in one body," and I was like, "Yeah, I'm literally like a candle. Like I just melt." I said, "And the legs never come in." I was like, you know, and I want them to. Like, you know that video that you shared today, Sara, of your reel. And I'm looking, I'm like, holy shit! Like, I want my legs to look like that. I'm like, I want them to be lean. Like, obviously, I don't have the same size, but I'm like, I need them to be lean.
Oh,
and it's just like it. But your client's like not far off it at all, though. Really, is she?
No,
what category is she doing?
She's doing figure.
But
yeah, so athletic should be athletic figure for PCA, and then just figure for two bros.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. So I mean, if she came in, come in leaner, she would go in train.
I can't remember the name of it, but it's 4 weeks on Sunday. I can't remember the name of it though. They've all got such weird names nowadays.
There's so many of them. Like,
is she doing FitX or no PCA? You said
no, two bros first, so that's in 4 weeks, and then 3 weeks after is a PCA show, I believe, off the top of my head.
So I think 4 weeks. I think it's 4 weeks, or it might be 3 actually. It's Bournemouth FitX that I'm going to.
Nice. That should be good.
My old ends where I used to work.
Bam! Fuck yeah.
East Dorset. East Dorset massive!
Big up, rap!
Yes, just like that. In it though.
In it, dude. Also, Debs, that Tough Rap shirt, what's that about? It's got a little shit on it. I love it.
Tough shit.
Oh, that makes so much sense now.
And it's so cute, isn't it?
Tough
like
shit.
I was walking around the petrol station today.
Yeah.
People were looking at me and I was like, oh yeah, I do have a shit on my top. So
Tough shit. That's a great idea.
It's cool, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. How was your day
like one with a little 4-leaf clover?
Yes.
Tough
yes.
FYI, coined that. I want royalties from that shit.
You better
boys. First.
It's recorded, isn't it? So what did you what did you say, Sara?
How's your day?
My day? My day was actually all right. I had my second check-in today with Tom. And you know, my weight just has not moved for ages.
Yeah.
Like it was just like 100 grams here and there. I had so in total this week I've dropped 2 pounds, which is really good, and I can see it coming off now. Like,
yeah,
I feel leaner. Obviously I've done all my steps, and they're just killer here. Like, I was easily doing 20 odd in London, and he's like, oh, I'm meant to be doing 16 weighted. It's so different here. Like, I'm going up and down these hills, and I'm like, holy shit.
yeah. That's the thing with London as well. You walk everywhere in London, don't you? Just because it's quicker.
It doesn't feel like walking in London.
No, it just feels normal, doesn't it? And you've got like so much. You could be like, oh, I'll walk and go get a black coffee, and then I'll do. And you've got little things to break it up. Whereas here,
stuff to see.
Yeah. And here it's just literally like, oh look, a tree. Oh, wow. Like, and my thing is as well, I trained legs today, and cause I'm literally just doing cardio every day, all these steps every day, my legs like as soon as I start, they're like fatigued and they're like quivering, and like you know that, don't you? Like, you can't really prevent it, can you?
Yeah. It's like that alien from Men in Black, the one that like doesn't the Chihuahua live in it or something?
Yeah.
But you know, it's like trying to get steps in after leg day.
That's literally what I feel like. But to be fair, I'm still fine. Like, energy wise, like he could take more from me and make me do more, and I don't.
MB, Tom, take more food from Debs, give it to me.
I want him to.
Yeah, he'll be looking at your check-ins like, what the fuck is going on here?
But I really do want him to. But like he said on the last podcast, like, it's when you start reintroducing food and doing those carb ups,
manipulation.
Like, I'm scared for those because I don't want to have the feeling of wanting food.
Yeah.
So,
no, you'll be all right. Because how many weeks again?
So 8 on Sunday gone. So what, 7.5 now?
Yeah, because that's the same as Shelley. Because I said, Shell, what's she doing? And I think she's doing the same show as you, isn't she?
Yeah, she's doing figure. Yeah, so we'll both be there. But you guys are going to be there as well, aren't you?
I hope so. Yeah, fingers crossed.
I'm definitely going to be there.
No, that'll be good.
I wonder if you'll be allowed backstage to help me pump up.
Don't know.
I can't remember if I'm doing the medical cover for your show. In which case, I should hope so.
Yeah.
I can pretend to be having something wrong with me.
Oh, Romana! Oh!
Wait,
they emailed asking if I could still do the 28th, and I was like, yeah. And they kind of, I asked if I needed any kit, and they haven't replied as yet.
Oh.
So we shall see. I'll email them again tomorrow, maybe.
Yeah, that'd be good. I didn't realise they had medical cover there anyway.
Yeah, they have to.
Oh. Is it is it like over a certain capacity that you have to have medical cover?
Yeah, it would be. I should know the regulations, but I don't do many events, so I don't.
Oh, fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I think it was the guy, because when we went up for the pro meet, I spoke to Ian about it.
Yeah.
And he was like, put me an email, so I did. And it's just, they have their usual guy, but he can't do every date. So I think it's the Wigan show that they asked me to do, the 28th. And then I think November as well. Could be wrong. But yeah.
Are you paid for them?
Don't know yet.
That's the next step.
I'd be happy if they just like sorted a hotel.
Yeah.
Because I'd be going up anyway.
Yeah.
So,
I think it's different. It's different if it wasn't bodybuilding. So you're into bodybuilding.
If it wasn't something I was interested in anyway, and like it's just like, you know, hopefully I won't have to do anything, but it's just like testing the old grey matter in a slightly different way, because you're like, okay, you flaked out, but you're not a normal flake out. What there's some other complications in there.
Let's get have a chat. Yeah. It's always good to like challenge your brain in a different way, isn't it? Like, you've obviously been in the service for like 18 years, so it's good to be like, oh, different situation.
Yeah.
When I used to do pitch side at university, obviously I was mainly rugby. When we used to go and do different sports, like be pitch side and physio for different sports, like it was always nice because obviously a lot of different sports have different rules for sports therapists and stuff. Like, for example, like rugby, you can just run on if there's an injury, but in like football and hockey, you have to be whistled on by the ref. So it's always good to be like in different situations loads of different times. Do you know what I mean? Like rugby as well, because some of the injuries are so crazy and so quick to happen, you've got to run on, be at the athlete's side, but then also make sure that you're not getting trampled by 100 other men. Do you know what I mean?
I suppose with rugby, you've got head injuries, neck injuries as being a big concern, and with those come airway complications, so you can't stand back. But then I've seen some pretty nasty ones in hockey. I didn't see it, but a guy who used to play for the men's team I used to play for, he took a hockey ball to basically his voice box, and you've got some tiny little bones in there, and he managed to break them. That was a bad day. He's huge as well.
What the hell do you do with that? Do you just like with those bones in your throat? You'd have to have an operation.
Yeah, I think he did.
Fucking Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ain't good.
That's another sort of look on getting a ball in your throat, isn't it? Like if you've got a lump in your throat, if you can't talk, literally different error. Yeah. That's crazy. Crazy.
Cool.
Did you used to do any team sports, Debs?
No. I used to do sprinting.
I used to do sprinting.
And motocross.
Motocross?
Yeah, motocross and sprinting.
You're a woman of many skills.
Sara, do you suddenly feel instantly less cool?
Yeah, man.
Honestly, I got loads of hidden
It's
stuff.
like Deb's like, just do sprinting, I was champion chess player.
Champion chess.
Tippy winks.
Yeah. When did you when did you start when did you do motocross?
From the age
So many questions.
From the age of 4, I started. And I did skateboarding and all sorts. I wasn't that good on the skateboard though. I preferred to just be on the bike.
Yeah. How come you stopped?
I don't know. I think I just got. I just because I used to live in Spain, so I used to go in all like the off.
You used to live in Spain?
Again,
Yeah,
I instantly feel a little bit less cool.
Your name isn't even Debs. It's like Espanol Debs.
It's what Bob does. It's Espanol Deb.
Yeah.
Hobnob Bob. Can we just mention Hobnob Bob, which is the greatest nickname ever known to man?
Oh yeah, good old Bob Hobnob.
I thought he was a little
Bob.
bit. He seemed like he might have been a bit offended by it.
It's going to happen now. It's already committed. It's already Hobnob Bob on.
I've changed it on my phone. It can't be changed back.
Yeah, that's it.
Do you know what we should do, right? When we get some merch going, we should get like a t-shirt or just a giant hobnob on it. And just put it up underneath.
Yeah. Hobnob Bob. That'd be amazing. That'd be cool. That'd be sick. But yeah. So how long do you live in Spain for then?
5.5. Well, it's nearly 6 years. 5.5 years. 6 years. Yeah.
Wow,
I couldn't speak a word of English by the end of it, and then I had to relearn the language
What?
again. Yeah.
Can you speak Spanish now?
Yeah.
Wow.
I ain't speaking any Spanish now.
I'm gonna have to ask you to say stuff when we see each other.
It's all the first thing you learn is swears and rude stuff, which
Of
is
course.
the most important.
Yeah.
Uwe le gym.
Uwe le gym. I was
I'd say I'm
Je
going to.
travaille le gym.
I can't do French. I can't get the I can't get it out. I can do that. I can do that.
I can do that better than gobble gobble, to be fair.
Gobble gobble. Well,
I didn't have my turkey skills in Spain though. That's just a natural thing.
Yeah. Oh, well, there we go. Turkey does come to the person. The person doesn't find the turkey.
The turkey has yet to find me. I am turkeyless.
Yeah. So then, when you moved to London, did you move straight to Cornwall, wherever you're from?
You've got this obsession with it being from London. I've probably been in London longer than Debs.
True, it's true. So I was actually, so my parents are from London, but I was born in Cornwall, and then I moved from there to Spain to Cornwall, then I moved to London, then back.
Oh.
I kind of like moved all over the place. I've like moved over like 26,
Hermit
27
crab.
times. Yeah.
Hermit crab. And then you were in London as well, weren't you, Romana? Were you born
13
in London?
years.
13 years strong. Woo!
Yeah. 13 years of my life I'll never get back. And my
Where were
lung
you-
capacity through
Where were you born? Were you born in London?
No, I was born in Somerset.
Oh, Somerset!
Somerset.
Hey!
Yeah.
Big up! Whereabouts
Yeah,
in
grew
Somerset?
up Yeovil.
Yeovil?
Yeah.
I know.
We don't
Someone,
speak of Yeovil.
someone said to me once, they're like, "Oh, I'm moving to Yeovil." I was like, "Are you taking the piss? Where's that?" And they're like, "It's somewhere." I was like, "It does not exist." So I had to type it in.
Yeovil.
Yeovil. Yeah, but I grew up in Dorset,
Yeah.
so better, obviously.
Where were you born, Sara?
I was born in Goudhurst in Kent.
Was it like a
Where?
magical scene where there was like a running river, and then you've got like two hench-like people, and then Sara's there?
They just stopped.
Speaking of river. Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah. So I grew up in Kent, like near Tunbridge Wells, and then I moved to Somerset. I lived near Cheddar. So you know where Cheddar Gorge is?
Can we go there, please?
Yes, we can.
Can we do a WPD day out? Cheddar Gorge, Wookie Hole.
Day in the life of women's physiques, just walking up Cheddar Gorge, being out of breath.
No, but we could do a bodybuilder problems episode in Wookie Hole, getting stuck in caves.
That would be sick, wouldn't it? I'd
Yes.
Can we throw some cheddar down this hill as well, just to be?
There's actually a cheese rolling competition.
In Gloucester, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my god, let's do that. And then
Dorset
we'll
has Dorset knob throwing.
Knob throwing. Oh. What is that? What? So
Devs, can you bring up Dorset Knobs? They must have an Instagram page.
is it spelled as is KNOBS?
Yeah, like doorknob.
Oh, well, there we go then. Didn't know that. But as a lesbian, I don't really follow doorknobs or anything. Like anything knob related is not really my thing.
Veto the knob.
I'm not. Nothing's. Oh, hang on, that's wine. Is it a shop? Is it a shop?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I found it.
Is it like a blue and red
Yeah.
logo? Dorset Knobs.
Let's share this.
Dorset Knobs.
The factory's only about 45 minutes from where I live, actually, in Exeter.
Oh.
Yeah, passed it on the way to my mum's in Bridport.
Lovely. Do
Can
they
you
sell doorknobs? Is that
Can you
what
guys
we're
see?
looking at? No, you can't
No,
see
knobs are edible, Sara.
Oh god, I'm so confused.
It's not
They're not
shared.
doorknobs.
There's like another word for a sandwich, isn't it?
Right, it's not sharing it like that. Hang on.
Because we've got a shop called Cobbly Knob in Gloucester, and that's a sandwich shop.
Cobbly knob.
This.
Cobbly Knob.
Yeah,
Just
that's
what
it.
you're
Dorset
talking about.
Knobs. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
£11 for some knobs in a tin. I don't want knobs in a tin.
The tin's very nice.
Yeah, but they're knobs in it.
Very
I don't want them.
sizable. Good for dog food.
Sarah, you can't eat those. There's too many knobs in there for you.
But
Imagine
they're not spherical. They're cylindrical. There we go.
What is a knob? I don't understand.
So, Sarah, when a man and a woman love each other very much.
Oh, they're biscuits.
They're buns. Are they? Oh, they're biscuits.
They're about this big, and they're like crunchy on the outside and crunchy on the inside. But they're kind of maybe what you might have with cheese after a meal.
That's too fancy for me. I just get a bun, smash some cheese in it, and then just
Eat it.
eat it.
What
Smash.
can I say? Neither of you have any decorum, quite clearly.
We're women's physique competitors. We don't have decorum.
We can still have decorum.
Yes. Life women's physique competitor. Sandwich cheese done.
Bish bash bosh.
Oh, right.
I feel we need to be wearing some sort of overall as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Or a bib.
I need a bib because it's actually. Oh no! I've just got ruby hair on my uniform. I normally have some sort of sustenance that I've missed. How I missed this, I don't know, but I do
Oh, I don't know.
on a regular
It's
basis.
all part of the package, isn't it? It's all part of the package.
It's not glamorous.
Clumsiness.
If I've not gone out the house with like at least 1 or 2 food stains on me, I've not achieved my full potential for the day.
Have you even eaten?
Exactly.
How do you know you've eaten?
I like to spray my food when I'm like consuming it. And...
You're like kind of a giver, you know. You want people to enjoy the food with you.
Say it, don't spray it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Dear me, dear me.
Well, we've So should we get into some
Yeah.
witty stuff?
Yes. Do we want to talk about the Pittsburg Pro women's?
Yeah.
So, oh, that was weird.
you go ahead, Romana. Sorry, you go ahead because I'm eating. So
That's fine. So obviously, I wrote down the top 5. So it was Natalie Keller. I can't even pronounce her name, but Natalie, who was second to Sara at the Olympia. She won the Pittsburgh Pro, so obviously she's on her way to the Olympia regardless. Anyway, I thought she looked really good. She looked more sizable this year, but I think go on, Romana.
Are we able to get them up?
Oh
Yeah,
yes, maybe.
What page are you getting? Is the most?
This was on buys and tries.
Yes.
But yeah, I think the only reason I really rate Natalie's physique, I think it's really, really nice physique to look at. It's really proportioned, really nice. Conditioning's good, but I think Sara always picks her on conditioning because I was speaking to Connor about it, and Connor said, like Sarah's conditioning is just like she's just walked in as an human anatomy chart, and I think that's what gets her the win every year.
It's like that I was saying the other day, where you can actually see the valves within the vein structure themselves.
I mean, when Sara does that pose where she kneels down and shows her hamstring and glutes, do you know the one I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That one's just like, it's insane, isn't it? But I think maybe what she beats her on as well is Natalia's like got a lot of mass and stuff. But I think maybe it's like, I don't know, like correct me if I'm wrong, but maybe like a bit of like more symmetry in the back. A bit more depth, I reckon she needs. Whereas Sarah's got a lot of proportion and symmetry, hasn't she?
Yes, yeah. Like her rear double bicep is like unbelievable.
She's got a density to her.
Who, Sara? Yeah. I think a density that obviously no one else has currently, but I think Natalie will be chasing her tails this year. I'm almost sure she will actually.
Can you guys see that?
Yes.
No.
Romana's just plugging in the modem of her PC.
It's just so I can obviously see you guys at the same time.
Yeah.
Netflix.
That's what she
I was going to say, I'm just getting the mouse to turn the dial up on. Like his little wheel. The running joke is I'm a technophobe. They're wrong.
I mean,
that's right.
Can you still see Romana?
I can see her arm. That's why I'm trying to get it up on my laptop.
Oh my goodness. So this is obviously Natalia from Pittsburgh.
I mean, her conditioning's like, the video probably doesn't do it justice, but
yeah, I think she's definitely packed on a bit of size, hasn't she? Since
I think she has as well. I mean, she seems like she's more conditioned this time around because I'm almost sure last time I saw her glutes weren't that striated.
No. Can you see what I mean with her back? Do you see what I mean?
I do actually. Yeah, I can. I do know what you mean.
Not that I'm like anywhere near that, and it's just obviously like a just us pointing out stuff. But I mean, she's got a very like full physique, hasn't she? Like from top to bottom.
Yeah.
I think that's the only thing that Sara beats her on, really, is that pose.
Yeah.
Because all of these are just nuts.
Yeah, she's unbelievable. She's just a good athlete. Like there's something
she's
like
wow, isn't she? She's the same age as you.
Yeah, I didn't even realize she was the same age as me.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny, like you see like these women's physique competitors and they're just all round good athletes, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like none of them Romana's disappeared. None of them have like you don't see anything bad about them in social media. And I'm not saying that that's like not the same for other categories, but I don't think I've ever seen a women's physique competitor on social media for a bad reason.
No.
And they all carry themselves very well, in my opinion. All carry themselves very well. And the lady that came second to Natalie, Justine Albert, I think her name is, she's one of the Acton Sledge athletes. And she's been in a lot of Seth Feroci's videos. I don't really know. I think that's her on our left, Natalie's right.
Am I back?
Yes.
You're back.
Good.
This one here.
Yeah, that one. I think that's... I think is it Justine? I did write it down. Justine, yeah.
But Natalia tries, yeah?
Yeah. So Natalia, you can tell there though, like Natalia, like she's got the same sort of glute inserts that you've got, Sara.
Yeah, very similar.
Very similar, like very, very similar. And like again there, like she's just got that tiny waist, hasn't she, that tapers up.
Yeah. But I think, Natalie's just unreal.
So I've caught up now.
Can you see the screen?
I can see the screen, but the problem is I can only see some of the screen. So when you were putting her up, all I could see was like that.
Nice.
Justin, so I have this one's the one with accent. What was it called? Sorry,
Axe and Sledge.
Oh yeah, that's is it Seth?
So Justine Albert, top one.
That one.
Yeah, her. See, now personally, like, obviously she's an unbelievable athlete, but I personally don't like her. I think she's very narrow.
I accidentally brought up Justin Bieber's profile.
No Justin Bieber on here. I can tell what you mean though, because like with Natalia, like her lat just comes out way more, doesn't it? And she's got more depth to her, isn't there? And oval shape.
I think, like, if I was to go away and give... this sounds really cocky of me, but, like, obviously she's a huge, super high-level athlete, but if I was her coach or her, I would probably come away, obviously do the season, but for off-season, I would probably focus on, like, upper width, like, building across the shoulders, maybe increasing, like, some quad sweep as well, because if you're quite narrow, then you want to kind of develop that X-frame, don't you? So,
she's quite... And I don't mean this to be nasty, because I'm quite similar. She's quite blocky in her waist.
Yes, yeah.
So that increase in the top line and increase in the quad sweep will help her waist. Basically, what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, for sure. That's it.
But quite a few years behind. Sorry?
Incredible athlete, regardless. But that's
yeah.
Do, you know.
How is she? How tall is she? Because she looks.
I don't actually know.
Really hard to distinguish, like because, and again, I think that's like if. So let's have a look at that. I mean. She's like you said, she's an amazing athlete, a tremendous athlete, but definitely I think, like you said, she needs to add more width, doesn't she?
Yeah.
I think the thing with her that kind of gives me relatability is she's got a full sleeve and she's got tunnels and she's got a septum piercing, because I was told at the beginning that those were things that I might get marked down on. And I mean, I did tattoo cover up for Hungary.
Yeah.
I just left an imprint of makeup everywhere, but it worked well. But I think, it kind of makes me think, oh, okay, it's not looked upon in the way that some people may think it is, or lead you to believe. And I mean, in reality, the people that were saying that stuff to me were not IFBB pro judges. So,
I was going to say, it shouldn't really, like, it shouldn't affect you at all, really. I mean, you can cover it up. I mean, are you talking about, like, the tattoos or the piercings? Or everything?
The tattoo more than... Because the tattoo does hide my striations in the shoulder. You can't see them.
Like, is that like drastically hides them?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's so black up here.
Yeah.
And then quite detailed. It does cover up the striations that you would be able to see on that side.
That's interesting.
No, I've had a lot of questions actually from people about competing in tattoos, and it's like I don't know for sure, but I've got this far with them.
Yeah, I guess if you've got a good cover up, then it shouldn't affect you at all.
Hungary is the only show I've had them covered up.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Did you just choose to have them covered up, or I
just thought I'd try it because I've never tried it. It's the first show that has offered that as a service as well. To be fair,
that's pretty good.
That is good, actually.
I'd probably do it again. I covered this one, and I've got a big peony on my quad. Yeah, and I'd cover that as well.
So is it like a separate thing, like, because you get the foundation, is it like a foundation and then you put the tan over the top? Does it move the tan?
It's like stage makeup, I think. So the bottom layer was like a really, really dark terracotta. I was like, what have I done? I'm going to go, it looked so different to the rest. So they put that on, and then they put like a tan makeup on, and then they spray you.
Oh.
And literally all you could see is I've got some dark... Oh, I can't... Dear mobility, you're shit. Anyway, I've got some dark bars here. Yeah. And that was literally the only bit you could see.
Oh. That's pretty cool.
That is cool. It's good that they offer that service.
Yeah, as I said, Hungary's the only time I've seen it. But then it might have been it might have been offered in other shows. I just prep brain took over and I didn't notice.
Yeah.
Man, look.
Thing is, nowadays, so many people have tattoos. You can't really. I don't know. I just think it shouldn't. Obviously, it's going to affect how you look anyway. But like, you shouldn't be hugely marked down for it because
No.
they're so common nowadays,
No.
aren't they? I mean, you could probably choose a better place to have them, like C-Bum and that have forearm tattoos. But is that really much different from an arm tattoo? You know what I mean?
Yeah. For me, I had all my tattoos before becoming a bodybuilder.
Yeah. Oh,
Like-
okay.
CrossFit don't give a fuck about tattoos.
Yeah, yeah. Crossfitters, bastards.
Now I'm just jealous that I literally, if I wanted to do a burpee, I'd probably be sick.
But literally a burpee, you know what I mean?
Not from the cardiovascular strain, but from the level of food in my stomach. I'd land on my stomach and oh.
I think this is the wrong person I found here. Like or is it? This is
Charlie.
This is the
What
one
about-
that came fourth.
I was going to say, she's got hella memes on her page.
Yeah, this is Jessica Belt, because I can't find these other two. The Marie Solange Esso, if that's the correct pronunciation. Natalie
I think-
Ray Wolf.
I think a lot of some, like, maybe some women's physique girls don't actually have Instagram.
No, they don't.
What about because I've just brought up the
That's 5th place.
IFBB site.
Oh, like NPC Online.
No, the actual ifbb.com.
Okay.
I mean, it's got the listings. It doesn't actually have any photos. So
Oh, okay. So this is like top 5, is it? So she came 5th. This lady did.
Yeah.
Jess Belt.
She's got a lovely
Yeah.
set of quads.
Yeah.
Quad. I was saying this to my other half. Like, if I wanted any large muscle, like, to be completely ridiculous, it would be like my legs, because quadriceps are such a pleasing muscle to look at, aren't they? There's like just if
and
you got
such a bitch to grow.
yeah, yeah, exactly. But like I always said when I was growing up, like I wanted big quads and big shoulders, because when you enter a room, everyone's going to notice your shoulders, right? And you just create this kind of like aura about you if you've got just that nice X frame, like, and if you've got a good pair of quads, then it's the best thing ever. And a good pair of shoulders.
She's another one that's quite heavily tattooed as well, actually.
I think a lot of the physique girls are.
Because we're badass.
Yeah,
We don't give a
Yeah.
shit.
You two need to up your tattoo game.
Yeah,
I've got our Trimpy
the podcast does it no justice.
and dogs and a seahorse and something weird on the back of my neck. How many have you got? Any tattoos, Sara?
Yeah, I've got 2 on my back, and I've got 1 on my left wrist, and then 3 on my right forearm.
Oh God, she's beating me. Get out of here.
Yeah, up your pod.
1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
You got so
8.
many hips.
9, 10, 11.
How, what? Where?
I'm counting a couple of really tiny ones, to be fair.
They're in special areas as well, right?
No. Ribs, I've got 1 that side, 2 that side.
Yeah.
Tiny little one on my back, tiny little one on my hip, my peonies on this side, band around my calf, 2, 1 on the back of each calf, and then 1 on my foot.
They all sound really painful areas.
The dot work on the back of my calves wasn't. Oh, no, 12, sternum.
What are you saying about them?
Yeah, you've got that little thing, haven't you? Yeah, look.
Ah, I'm obviously not looking at you enough.
You
No.
need to get.
Well, I suppose I'm normally wearing a sports bra, to be fair, that covers it up.
That's true.
You need to get a WPD tattoo, just set right in the middle there.
Yeah.
We'll get
did
like
it
the
hurt?
W here, so it looks like a
I'd have to have a ginger one.
yeah.
It didn't hurt as such, but it was all dot work, and it was a post-breakup tattoo, and I think I was tiny, just tiny, and she was like, "Can you stop flinching?" I wasn't flinching. It was like triggering. It was like trigger pointing my abs, and they were just involuntarily contracting.
Damn, fair play.
Yeah. I literally would have. I think I put up a comparison on my Instagram actually of
Yeah.
when that was, and it was like literally, I'm like half the size of me.
Keep yourself.
Got another breakup diet.
Woo!
And people say bodybuilding's unhealthy.
Yeah. Wow. Dear me.
We're
But hey.
here to combat that. But
Oh, she's got a doggo too.
who's this?
That Jessica Belt.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we moved on. Sorry.
Well, we might move on.
The old lady's slowing you up again.
What shows next? Indy's gone.
Indianapolis, isn't it? Or is it the New York Pro? Because I've had a look, and I'm sure it's the Indianapolis, right?
It might be.
I'm on it.
Oh, she's on it.
People are like, "Oh my god, how do these guys not know?" Because guys, we can't know everything.
There's only so much that can fit in there, and there's not much that can fit in there. I said it before you fuckers did.
Huh?
I said it before you fuckers did.
So this is what I found a minute ago. That's when I was looking on my phone. I wasn't being rude. I was finding some stuff. So this page here, so this is Indie Pro, May 14th. Which is,
so that's the weekend, isn't it?
Oh no, that's just pro bodybuilding 212 and women's bodybuilding. Maybe not them.
Yeah, I have no idea what shows physique's in nowadays. I mean, it's good that women's bodybuilding's in it, but I don't know.
There was a Vancouver.
Was it?
Yeah. Yeah, that was a women's bodybuilding and women's physique. That's not happening.
Oh, that's fun.
They haven't posted the results yet. It was the 7th of May.
Oh, only a couple of days ago then.
Yeah, they've not put the results up.
Whoa! I don't think many big names did that though.
I can't. No. Yeah, a lot of Canadians.
Was that Debs?
Sorry, I said a lot of them have already qualified, haven't they? Like,
yeah, that's like a lot of them would obviously qualify from the Olympia, and then obviously a lot of them have just gone from the Olympia to late 2021 to early 2022 shows to qualify early, I suppose. It's a good idea.
Yeah, I think it's good. Early, do you know what I mean? You've got then potentially you can do like a mini off-season growth, and then
because you could just smash the rebound, couldn't you? And then just go for a little bit.
I mean, have you seen any like up and coming women's physiques that like aren't really getting like enough attention that you've seen like that they're like the next one up and coming? Have you seen any? Because it's really, like you said, it's really difficult because there's not really. Well, obviously, you guys have you seen any? Because, like you said, there's not really a lot of. It's weird, isn't it? There's not a lot of women's physique competitors that have Instagrams to look at, and if they do, they don't typically actually post a lot. They sort of just turn up out the blue, and then you're like, "Holy shit, who's that?"
Yeah. Off the top of my head, actually, no. Like, it's really bad, but like, there are a lot of girls from figure moving into physique that I'm like, yeah, you can make obviously Romana. Lucy Donahue, she's mates with Sammy Williams.
Yes, I saw she's moving up. Yeah,
and she's got like great mentality. She's 100% for it, and she just needs to improve on areas. She just needs to be bigger. But I think she could be a bit of a force to be reckoned with when she's in physique. Just I guess when you mix a good mentality with good genetics, good work rate, then you're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Looking at her the other day,
yeah, she's badass. But
she's not. Is she a pro?
No. She's coached by Michaela Maycock, the women's bodybuilder. She placed top 5 at the Olympia last year, I think.
She started following the WPD page the other day.
Yeah, she's good. She's and she's one to watch out. I'm pretty sure. Kitty is one to watch out for as well.
Let's get Kitty up. Actually,
I don't actually know her. I think it's Kitty Kiss is her name.
Yeah.
She's one to watch out for. I think it would be a really good season for her. And obviously,
hey! Let's not forget, okay? Kitty's going up against.
I just said, Debs, that you are the most amazing.
Look what just came up. Look, no, I'm only joking. Like, it's to be fair, right? This is the way I always look at stuff. Is like if you're gonna, I'd rather lose to a teammate.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that's the thing. It's like you and Kitty. That could be me and Sara at some point.
Yeah. So this was
when we get to the O, obviously.
Obviously.
You guys are going to the O. This was
Sorry,
from
I
last
mean,
year.
sorry, yeah, me.
Oh my god! I tell you what, you tell me not to be negative. Don't
I'm
be
not being
negative.
negative. There's a difference between negative and realistic.
Yeah, but you don't know yet. You haven't even tried doing the physique. Go away, fly.
This is
Not
such a
even-
female podcast, just bickering about confidence.
Mine's not a confidence thing. Mine's a realism with the fact that I try and do all of this around a rotating 12-hour shift pattern. So if I actually had a consistent, regular sleep pattern, I'd be fucking dangerous. But let's face it, like there's been a couple of times I've trained with you guys and I've been training on 4 hours sleep. It's like, it's not conducive to
Yeah.
fucking...
And you've beaten me. You've beaten me.
I don't know. I was hiding how much I was flagging that day when you were flagging, to be fair, up at
You're
Bodyweight.
like, oh, thank God for she's flagging. Like,
Well, I had to have a monster mid-fucking session.
but, so this is Kitty last year when she went against you, isn't it, Sara?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, she looks awesome. I mean, she's dense, isn't she? And her legs are just again.
Like her side shots are unreal. I think there might be a side shot on there somewhere. But yeah, she's great.
This is from the same show you did, isn't it?
Yeah, La Familia. I mean, I don't know what's up with that picture.
When I actually saw Kitty at first, I thought she was women's bodybuilding.
Really?
Yeah, and when I saw you, I thought you were women's bodybuilding as well.
Oh,
I was like, Jesus Christ, they're massive.
Yeah.
They're huge. Well, you are huge. So so this is it's our teammate, but my direct competition this year.
Well, that was 3 days ago.
Was it 3 days ago?
Yeah, because she's another one that doesn't really post much.
No, which I think is good. I'm one of those people. I'm like, oh, I won't post anything today, and then I was like, well, I've got to post something. So
she's just like, her legs are just ridiculous.
I mean, what does Kitty do work-wise? Because I think the difference with you, Debs, is you're obviously generating your income through you and your social media.
Yeah.
Whereas someone like me, I don't need to worry about it quite so much because whether I post on Instagram or not, I still get paid at the end of the month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Kitty's job, I think she's a PT. I want to say she is. And then outside of that, she just is bodybuilder. I think. Yeah.
But I'm like, I had someone say to me the other day, they're like, post something of yourself from 3 weeks ago. And then people think, I was like, I can't be asked to do that. I was like, I'm just going to post what I'm looking like because like I put a post up today of a video and on my phone, you can see every single detail. I'll show you guys in person. I upload it to Instagram. It smooths me over.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
is this the one of your back?
Yeah, me doing some posing a minute ago.
Yeah. You can see it on my phone on Instagram.
Can you?
Yeah, you should get Samsung. It's better.
Maybe it's my phone then, because this is
You're
like
on my phone.
Yeah, I've got 13. Like,
I mean, I'm looking at us now, and I feel like my wrinkles are far clearer than anyone else's. Just saying. Look at that.
That's just from stress.
It's the 11 extra years on this planet.
I
didn't have wrinkles until I met you, Sara.
I'm sorry. I'm alive in life.
Oh, there's a vein that's doing a thing down the middle of my forehead. That's attractive. I'm going to sit back here.
What about you girls? Do you think there's any up and coming physique girls that people aren't aware of?
Well, apart from you guys, I haven't seen any. I honestly, it's really, like I said, it's really
especially
UK. I don't know. So in Hungary, a chick called Laura won her physique pro card. I think it was in physique.
Was that recent? When was that?
I was going to say, was that the recent one?
So that was October. So she's Laura Terminatrix.
Oh, her, yes.
Yeah. But I'm not sure, because I should just ask her, because I was chatting to her loads around the show, whether she's sticking with physique or going up to bodybuilding, because it says on her bio, first Polish women's bodybuilding IFBB pro.
Yeah, because I was looking at her the other day as well, and I wondered.
I'll message her now.
She's women's bodybuilding pro.
She started following me the other day, actually.
I actually think I've spoken to her a couple of times.
I met her at Hungary. It was so like, because I was there on my own. Yeah. It was so, she was so helpful because she was like, right, just so you know, on Sundays, it's like in the UK, everything shuts. If you get your post-show food in now, And like he was like, go to here, go to there. You want to do this, you want to do that. So good, because I don't speak Polish.
Yeah,
I mean, she was.
That's the thing, though, isn't it? Like what we were saying before, and it's no sort of like thing against any other sort of division or whatnot. But I find that with like women's physique, and even when I was in like figure, I mean, some of the figure girls, they're very like helpful. Like they actually want to help each other. Like it doesn't matter if you're at competition or not. It's kind of like you have that relatability, don't you?
Yeah.
There was another figure athlete that was like that when I was in. That was it. Yeah, because Laura was in Budapest, but there was a Greek figure pro when I was in Poland that was helping me. But Laura did say everything shuts. You need to do that, and whatever. I think it's weird, isn't it? I think back now and I'm like, did she speak to me when I was in Poland? I think she did. I can't remember. It's like anyone else's brain fall out their ears at about 6 weeks out, and then everything's a blur from then on. Or is it just me?
It's just a blur, isn't it?
Yeah.
Got all the hype from show day, and you have no idea what the hell's going on until you wake up the next day.
I can't sleep. Are you guys like that the day before competition? Because I know people just go to bed. Like,
I cannot sleep. Yeah, night before.
I'm nervous. I'm anxious. Like I'm like, am I going to be leaning? And then you kind of like worrying that you'll get like stressed and then like get all watery.
It's weird. The night before a show, I'm actually really calm. Yeah. So my friend Kelly asked me about this on a voice message. She was like, because she's doing her first show in 3 weeks' time, and she was like, "How do you deal with pre-stage nerves?" And I don't know. It's something that I've never struggled with.
Yeah.
Like obviously, I get a little bit of butterflies and that like nervous excitement, but I'm never like, "Holy fuck." And then the night before, I just I don't sleep well anyway, especially when I was abroad. But that wasn't because of the show. That was a strange environment. So I just slapped a droppy clone to each temple and hoped.
A what?
A Zopiclone. It's a sleeping tablet.
To be fair, I took a Zopiclone. Well, my past 2 shows I took them because like last year I was kind of like abandoned by certain people. And I was so stressed out. I was like, I need to sleep. And I took some Zopiclone with me, popped that, and then I just went, ugh, and woke.
Is it just a sleeping tablet, is it?
Mm.
Oh.
It's on prescription. You can't buy it.
Let me write down it did, though.
Oh.
So when I went to Poland, I think I managed probably in 5 days, I think I had about 18 hours sleep, 18, 20 hours sleep in 5 days. And it was probably more than that, actually, because the flight was at 4 a.m. or something stupid. So I didn't sleep the night before either. And my sleep was so wank that when I came back and I knew I was going to Budapest, I spoke to my GP and got some. It was just 2.5 milligrams of Zopiclone.
Sara's like,
I've never heard of it before.
Yeah.
It mellows you out as well. Like, I felt so good off it. Like you kind of just calm down a little bit, don't you? And then you like.
Yeah.
Do you not worry that it's going to affect your physique, or was it almost impossible?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think I'll take it this time.
I don't think 2.5 milligrams the night before. Well, it was actually a couple of nights before because it was while I was away. But I mean, my physique was trash in Hungary, so maybe. Maybe it was something to ask Tom about. That's for sure.
Yeah, I don't think I'll take it without Tom approving of it. I mean, I probably won't need it. I won't need it this time because I have y'all there looking after me.
Oh yeah.
And actually, when I'm Deb, I can't make it, and then I'm like,
"Soz hun, busy." I can't get comfortable because I get so worried about my tan. I'm just there, like lying on my back, like, ugh.
And it's normally hot as well. It's normally summer shows, right? And you're just there.
We spend all day and the night before worrying about our tan, and then we spend the next 2 weeks trying to get the fucking thing off.
Oh, don't even.
So why are we worrying about something that takes 2 weeks to come off? You know what I mean?
Such a good point. Oh, fucking things. Fucking, it just gets everywhere, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You look dirty as well, don't you? Like got like all grub around your hands, like and your elbows, and people look at you like you've gone to the toilet and just left.
Yeah.
Like,
After my
shit
like
all over.
first show in 2018, I had an interview like a week after my first show, like when I moved up to Gloucester, and I was there in the interview like, I'm sorry, I'm not just dirty. I had a show, and it kind of was a great like conversation starter. But then you go to interview looking like you've just rolled in mud, you know.
I had exactly the same because while I was away in Poland, I got the news that I'd been shortlisted for a promotion.
Yeah,
And I had to do a presentation for said interview. And I've rocked up at the interview and said to my boss, I was like, I'm really sorry. I'm gonna be winging this presentation. I was in Poland, and he obviously, credit to him, he's like awesomely supportive. And he was like, okay. And my presentation was utter rubbish, utter gash.
Was gash.
And I looked like an Oompa Loompa.
Ah, well, there we are. And here you are, though. Possibly, yes, promoted, yes.
Oh, this was another promotion on top of that other promotion. I
I
was on prep, and I was successful at 2 interviews.
Yeah, fuck yes.
So don't ask me to do an exam, but I could talk shit at you for an hour.
Love it. That's why we've got a podcast.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'd just be here talking to Ruby, and she gets fed up with it.
And she's like, Mum, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. She's out for the count.
Oh, bless her. Bless her.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's going to be a good year for women's physique. I've got a good feeling. I've got a good
Feeling in my waters.
Yes. In the female waters.
Feel it in my bones.
Are you guys training tomorrow?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
What are you training?
That's with me.
Don't know. I've come off the back of a rest day. It's kind of, I'm getting my hair done,
Oh,
and then I've got to go to work. So it will kind of depend how long my hair takes as to whether I train pull or chest.
nice.
Because my shoulder's still, it's a lot better,
Yeah.
but I still don't want to push it, literally. Wow.
No pun intended.
Yeah. But like, I can go to there, and then it
Yeah.
hurts.
Is it just pain that's stopping you?
A little bit of stiffness, I'd say, as well.
Oh.
It's better though, right?
It's weird. It's like, as I do that more, the pain eases.
You need to get some manipulations done.
Yeah. I did on Sunday, but I just need more. I think it's then I go and train back and just fuck it up.
Yes.
It's not injured. I'm not injured. Not injured. It's just a twinge.
Injured.
Just a twinge.
Exactly. Nothing that a good hot bath can't fix. Fucking hell. What about you, Debs?
Epsom salts. Deep heat.
Fuck yes. The most wasteful thing you could spend your money on, but yeah, apparently everyone still thinks it works.
What's that?
Deep
Deep
heat.
heat.
Yeah, I've never used it.
Tiger balm.
Tiger Bomb's way better. There's like a certain percentage of something in it that I can never remember the name of it. Do you know, Romana?
No.
It's like a certain percentage of something in like a product like Tiger Balm that you need a certain percentage of it over to be effective. But I cannot remember the
Is it
name
the
of the
menthol?
ingredient. I think it might be, yeah. I might be. Might be. I have to have a
It's,
look.
it's the thing that generates the heat, really, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. Cannot remember though.
No.
So
We don't have much use for deep heat in the ambulance service.
they like, yeah.
Just
Kind
take
of-
that.
Kind of out of our wheelhouse a little bit. If you call 999 because you need some Tiger Balm, you're calling 999 for the wrong fucking thing.
I'm going to learn for that.
Tiger
Today,
Balm.
We did have 111 send across a call to us, which was our second highest priority. So just one below somebody that's not breathing and heart isn't beating.
Yeah.
We call them category 2s. For somebody that dropped a dumbbell on their finger and there was serious bleeding.
Fuck yes.
I would have, once I've got these dogs in a minute, I would have let them just be like, right, you've
I
bed.
I challenge anyone to bleed to death through smashing their finger with a dumbbell.
Maybe it was just their ego that was damaged.
I know when I dropped 20 kilograms on my foot 2 weeks out, my ego was damaged. Oh, Foxy.
She was scratching at the door. she gets really like upset if I don't give her all attention, don't you?
Oh.
Oh, blah, blah, blah. Come on. Want to find about it? Look out for.
Chihuahuas have like such angry facial expressions. They're hilarious.
Bruce is actually fallen asleep.
Oh.
No, it's okay.
Look at
She's a lover, not a fighter.
She is, isn't she? I miss Ruby.
She misses you too, because you're like the same size as her.
Best buds.
Best buds. I can actually have a conversation with someone and not stand on my tippy toes.
Oh, look at that. Look at that yawn.
Tell you what's gonna make me. Didn't make me yawn.
Oh dear. Falling apart at the seams. Yeah, Debs, what are you training?
So I train legs today,
Nice.
and I've got tomorrow off because rest days on Thursdays. What are you training tomorrow?
Probably back with Connor.
Back attack.
Back
Do you
attack.
train anything else, Sara? It's always just back.
Oh, back. No, pretty well, it sucks. I can't train legs at the moment, so I'm like, back.
What's your least favourite body part to train?
It would be arms if I trained arms. I just fuck that.
So
You don't
boring.
need to train
It's
arms.
so
Please
boring.
stop training arms.
That's why I don't train arms.
So
Do you
these
know what?
quiglets can catch up.
Mine used to be like ages ago. Used to be legs,
Yeah.
and now I actually do enjoy training legs. Obviously, before my back messed up, I do enjoy training legs, and it's arms. I just find them so boring, and by the time I've done like 2 exercises on each, like bicep or tricep, they're blown out anyway,
Yeah.
and they just won't do anything else.
So I've got like a quad top up on my arm day,
Yeah.
and that actually makes arm day feel more purposeful.
Yeah.
So I'm in the pan.
It's just like one of those sessions that you can't really get like, in the zone for, Like you just kind of just
It
arms.
still takes fucking forever.
It's like one of the, when you see like someone's like doing a motivational video and they're like doing bicep curls and someone's screaming at them, you're like, it's a fucking bicep curl. Like, I don't need to scream at me. Like,
I generally, yeah. Oh. I
Yeah, not
actually,
yet.
I don't like training back. That's my least favourite.
Because your back is so huge.
Back's one of my favourites. Back, any upper stuff. Like, I don't know why. I've just got a really good connection with it. Like, I love it.
I like the
Love
single arm lat pull down, and then after that, I'm like, can I go home now? Because I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because I always have to wear wraps, and that hurts my hand and hurts my wrists, and I'm not sure.
Possibly.
Nah,
What are we gonna train when we next meet up?
So that's Wednesday, isn't it?
I have to have a gander. I don't know off the top of my head what I'm training.
Let's do a full body circuit.
I think it's got to be because we've got. You can't train legs,
No.
Sara. No.
Yeah.
Arms. Let's train arms.
A whole day of arms.
No. Yeah, like I've just started doing some weighted stuff on my legs now. So like tomorrow I'll probably ask Con to do some blood flow restriction on like my quads and stuff. So it's slow and steady. It's getting there. It's just slow and annoying.
But you'll bounce right back off it. Like, and from what your check-in pictures, you don't look like you've lost anything at all. Like,
yeah, that's the thing. Like, you spend with legs. It's like if there was any other body part, I wouldn't be so like annoyed by the whole thing. But because you have to work so fucking hard to grow your legs. It's like, oh, fuck's sake.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, so yeah.
I work so hard to grow my legs, and they still don't grow.
That's my problems.
The last 2 years have literally been leg days 3 times a week, and it kills me. Well, it's not 3 times a week; it's 3 out of 10 days.
Yeah, God, killer. I think it's just the nervous system punch, isn't it? Like just the amount of intensity and shit you have to go through to grow your legs. After a while, just neurologically, you're just like burnt the fuck out.
If you get one tiny thing like you out of place, like it messes up everything, though, doesn't it? Because you can't even do certain like upper movements, can you? Like loading in a certain way, it's depending on obviously like the type of like injury you've got or whatnot. It's just legs are very important. That's why you need a strong.
That's why you have 2.
That's it. Or 3 if you're that kind of person.
Or or one big one, like one giant
You
one.
back to knobs again.
Yeah.
For a
Fucking
lesbian, you're very knob driven.
He is.
Wow.
Sara, what's going on, man?
Because I'm
What's going
interested.
on?
Never seen one. Never. No, I have.
Yeah, no.
Tell you what, we'll do a WPD party, and we'll get in like a male stripper, and we'll get
And
into-
inflatable penises.
Yes.
Yes. And we
Penis
can do
chocolate.
WPD knobcast instead of podcast.
Do you know what? We should get like, I don't know, what would be like, I don't know, kind of trying to think of some guys that we could get on to have the knobcast.
God.
It wouldn't be anything derogatory against those males.
I don't know.
Sara's got some names in her head. I can see. Look,
I'm
she's like,
thinking a Bash Bros mashup.
Oh, imagine. That would be sick.
Would.
Yeah. That would be good.
Let's do that.
Plans for the future.
That's throwing out the gauntlet to the Bash Bros right there.
Yeah.
They're probably like, they better change their podcast name after this.
Yeah. The knobcast. Yeah.
The knobcast.
You could do like a massive round table, couldn't you? Like a massive.
That would be all of the funny. If we could get a word in edgeways.
Yeah. Yeah.
we would fight our way through it.
Yeah. It would be good though. That would be fun. But yes. Exciting times going forward.
Exciting.
Very.
So we'll obviously see what shows happen over the next like week or so, and just make sure like I said, there's not like a lot that are like inclusive of women's physique, are there? Like
No.
they'll have like.
I mean,
can't think of many.
do we want to talk about other categories? Well, not really. Do we not really care?
Maybe bodybuilding.
Yeah, that would be a good shout.
After all, it's the Big Girls podcast, isn't it? So
Yeah.
maybe. I had one of the women's bodybuilders from the British who jumped down into physique just to fill out numbers. I can't remember her name, but she was like lush. And she said that, like, do you know any women bodybuilders anywhere that because she's gunning for her pro card, bless her, that she's in a worse situation than physique and she just can't get it because there's no
There was
bodybuilding.
is it Tonksy?
Tonksy.
Tonks?
Might recognise.
She was Emily Brand's coach.
Oh yes, I know the one. Yeah.
I think she has turned pro now.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was the only women's bodybuilder at the British in 2020. And I think she had to go. Hang on a minute.
That is the issue, though, isn't it? Yeah, Fox is licking me as well.
Reggie does that. But he like licks.
It's a bonding. It's a bonding thing, or
Is it?
you taste good.
She's salty.
If you're sweating in the gym, it's the salt.
Oh,
Salty.
Sots.
You're a giant crisp.
Yeah.
But that's what Tom's been sort of saying to me. Is like, you know, like we're going for the pro card at the end of July, but again, you have to have it's like 5, isn't it? In the
Yeah, it's
category
5.
to get it.
Mm.
So it's just it's
Because that's how I ended up doing physique in 2020 as well. Was
Oh really?
there was me thinking, oh, they think I'm good enough. No, it was just to make up the numbers.
Just to fill numbers.
Yeah, still won my height class though.
Fuck yes.
Do you know what? Right, last year when I did figure physique, and then someone in particular was like, "Hey, you know, they need to make numbers up. How about you jump into women's bodybuilding?" And I said, "You're taking the piss."
Yeah. Yeah.
I've only just moved up to women's physique. I said, "I'm not gonna stand there and do that, and I'm not gonna pay an extra entry fee either."
Yeah,
So
that's the
someone else can
thing.
benefit- So someone else can benefit from it, not being horrible. I was like, no, and I don't want to be on stage 3 times in a row either. It's
If they pay me, they pay for me. Like if someone had paid your entry.
Yeah, but that's what I want to see. I mean, I genuinely want competitors there as well. Like, I don't want to go up on stage and be the only one in my height class. The only, do you know what I mean? It's good to actually have a competition there, isn't
It's
it?
frustrating.
Yeah.
I know. I did a PCA show where it was just me and one other, and that was like, what, 50-50 chance, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
Mm.
Did you
And
see
that
in the recent PCA show there was no trained figure or anything?
Yes, there wasn't any. There was wellness at PCA Exeter, but there wasn't any.
Was
not
that
that
the
I
call
went.
exchange?
Huh?
Was
yeah,
that the cool
not that I went.
No one needs to know.
No.
The IFBB will never know. I just happened to turn up.
I just happened to walk by and trip and fall and end up watching my mate on stage and losing my voice.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Literally, I had to go to work afterwards, and by about 2 a.m, I was like, talking like this, because I'd been shouting so much.
I love that.
Remember
Hi, Foxy.
sent us a voice note, didn't you?
Oh, yes, you did.
Hi guys, yeah.
This'll make you laugh. I hope it didn't wake you up, because that was at like 6:05 in the morning.
More and more PTA shows without a trained figure.
I think because they've added in wellness, haven't they?
Oh, yeah, probably, actually.
But then, why does one have to substitute the other? Time, I guess. But just merge, like, medium and short bikini.
Yes, I don't know why they need so many fucking height classes because there's like 5 in one class, isn't there?
But there's not.
Yeah.
For men's physique, is there a short, medium, and tall? I don't know.
I think there is, yeah.
I've been at a PCA show before. It was last year at the British, actually. I think it's October, November. Because I had a few clients competing then. I was waiting for one of my bikini athletes to go in. And they must have gone through about 10 different types. And I was I was just literally like, I shut my eyes. I could just see the quarter turns and the eye walks. And I was like, it's too much. It's too much.
Yeah, too many eye walks.
There was like 15 athletes in each one as well.
It's a busy.
That was like the British in 2020. For some, I think it's the first show I've been to where bikini went on first.
Oh.
So wellness didn't go on stage until must have been 8:30, 9 o'clock. Figure wasn't until like 9:30, 10 o'clock. No, it must be late at 10:30. And physique was like 11. I didn't get back to my car until gone midnight. So bodybuilding was well late.
That's so bad.
How do you even peak for that?
Exactly what I was going to
I
say.
ate a cookie backstage.
Yes.
One cookie.
Dear me. That's bad, isn't it?
Yeah, it was the longest day, and then I had to drive back to Exeter.
I think, yeah, because even the La Familia show was like, I think I got off stage at like, must have been 7, 8 o'clock, and then the bikini girls still had to go, and then I think they'd finished at like 11 at night.
The thing that got me, it was like, I'll get on the motorway, and then I'll stop and get McDonald's.
Yeah.
The A303 is not the place, gone midnight, to get a McDonald's.
No way. A303, that's a rookie error. Rookie error.
I had my tiger bread, though, so I was happy.
Ah, it's okay then.
And pick a mix.
It's good. Tiger bread is good. But yes, I don't know. Maybe they should just, I don't know, maybe they should split it. So one day you have all the men and then one day you have all the women.
Well, this was.
Oh.
Yeah, because if you think this was the end of lockdown.
Yeah.
And they literally, well, the end of the first one anyway. We didn't know there was going to be another 2. So yeah, they did, the women's was like the beginning of September, and then the men's was 2 weeks later. And then I think another 2 or 3 weeks later was the amateur O.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, because I can't remember. I think that was when Paul Latham turned pro. Is it Paul Latham?
Oh, yes. Yeah. I know the one.
And Tyler Smith got his pro card. And then for the women, it was me, Emily Brand. Can't remember if they gave. I don't know what her actual name is, but the wellness pro was Fit Panther. She trains at Craftism, something like that. And I can't remember who the bikini one was.
Yeah. Oh.
And then, yeah, the men's was 2 weeks later.
So if I finish say I finish at 11 o'clock, like they do with powerlifters, they have their coach that carry them off when they're like wrapped in their knee wraps.
Yeah.
Can one of you guys jump on stage and let me go over the back of your neck and just drag me off?
Drag you away.
I'll tell you what. I put one of the bikini athletes at the gym in a bin the other week. I literally fireman lifted her over my shoulder and put her in a bin. She was taking a shit photo.
I'll be like a bikini athlete by the end of this prep. You can just pick me up like a little waif. And then just...
Mind you, that back shot you put up the other day, Debs looked badass.
There's no wafiness around that.
Mm.
It's like my back's okay, and then it's like,
No, it's not.
Sad flower.
So thank you for the compliment, guys. Means a lot.
Bless him.
Fox is just like, what is this craziness? She's
Nah,
so
she's used to
cool.
She's used to on you. She's like, your breath stinks.
I want to meet her.
I'll bring them up at some point.
Because they can always hang at the flat while we go train. It'll be utter chaos, but it'd be fun as fuck.
I'd bring the crate. I'd put them in the crate though, because they would end up killing.
Dog cast.
Oh, I'd have to find a dog to borrow.
You can borrow Chico.
I could, couldn't I?
You could borrow Chico. Or Fox.
She doesn't. I don't know why. She doesn't look like a normal Chihuahua.
Well, she's a larger one, so she's a long-haired one, and she's like 4.5 kilos, so she's a bigger one. Whereas
I think it's the longer hair.
Yeah, I've clipped her as well to match up. Obviously, where she had her legs done. Look, they clipped her.
Yeah.
So I clipped her to match it, and
Did you get tips off your sister while you were away?
Did I get tips off her?
Yeah.
No, I just literally like clip her, and there's just chunks everywhere. She's fine with it. Like, aren't you?
Are you and your sister quite close, Debs?
Yeah.
Yeah, you seem it. She's nice.
Yeah.
I didn't realise your sister was in, like, obviously I sent you that voice note, but I didn't realise she was in, like, Star Wars and shit.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
She's so when we moved to London together, and when I left, I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. I just didn't want to do modelling anymore. I was like, this is shit. She carried on with it because she generally did better than me anyway. She's taller. She's got like more of like the physique and the face and stuff for it. So she did that, and then she went from that into.
Is that how she got the parts? Is it just from her modelling, like portfolio and stuff?
Yeah, and then like so she did like extra work. Like I did a bit of extra work with her, and then she like extra work's awful, like so bad.
Really?
And she moved up from that, and obviously from the way she looks and like how good she is, like she's done that. She's been in that what's it called? The one with Anne Hathaway and Johnny Depp. What is it called? Alice in Wonderland. So she doubled for Anne Hathaway in that as well.
No way!
Anne Hathaway couldn't make it. She was there, and they just CGI'd Anne's face onto my sister, but she did lines with Johnny Depp and everything. Like
that's amazing.
She's done loads of cool stuff.
That basically means, Sara, we've met Johnny Depp.
Basically.
Exactly. She's like, but she's every time she'll come back, she works on some of the Ed Benja films, and she was like playing like Paul with Robert Downey Jr. and like Captain America, and like she'll come back and tell us, and I'd be like, ew, I've been playing pool with and I'd be like, I'm a model, I'm a model like that, and I'd always take the piss out of her. So
I love
she'll get a bit shitty, but
because how tall is she? Is she much taller than you?
She's 5'9".
Yeah,
I'm just. So I used to be, I'm sure. Well, I used to be like 5'6.5". I'm below 5'6" now. I think all the weights and stuff have
just squashed you, like compressed you down. I used to be like 6 foot, but then
I was 7 foot.
So isn't it height? Doesn't it go Sara, Romana, me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. Well, what they say is small is better for being more compact.
Not with the knobs, it's not.
Oh, I wouldn't know about that.
Gonna educate you, Sara.
Did you find out who she was in Guardians of the Galaxy?
So yeah, I spoke to her, and she was like, "Oh, she's gonna be disappointed." So apparently, she was an alien again.
Yeah.
But it made me laugh. She goes, "The director didn't actually use the part she was in. She's like, he used his friends instead." So I just burst out laughing.
Well, there we go then.
So she worked on the set of it, but she didn't actually go in it. I never knew that about her, but the Star Wars stuff is real.
I mean, she's quite a big part in Star Wars, isn't she?
Well, it's like a reasonable part, I suppose.
Yeah.
But like people have like they collect like they're called top cards, and like she's got like a couple of like gold. I think they're called gold top cards. I mean, people that know Star Wars will probably like listen to this. Like, no,
peasants.
You've got that. I don't know anything about it, but she'll like sign them, and they're worth loads. And like, yeah, she just. I don't know. She just does random stuff. She's like other aliens in it as well. Like
Yeah.
she's like loads of different aliens in it. She's got just like one alien. I'm sure it's got 3 tits. One of them.
There's our clickbait right there.
3 tits.
WTD podcast. 3-titted alien.
Fucking hell, that's really cool though.
Are they
That's really
when they go above 2? Are they still tits, or do they become teats?
Teat.
Tits.
When someone
Or
says
udders?
teat, yeah, but when someone says teat, I think of something like an animal tit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It just goes straight to a tiny little tit in my head.
Like a
Like,
teat.
Oh, there we go then. Do you ever get like
Anyway,
jealous of like where she's gone with it, or are you like, nah, not for me?
no, I'm not. I'm super proud of her. Like super proud of her. And like, there was at a point when I was doing modelling and like extra work where I would have like killed. Like I used to walk past and be like, oh, I'd love to be on that campaign poster. I'd love to do that.
Yeah.
And like when I was up there the other day in London, I was walking in. I was in like John Lewis and stuff like that. And I'm looking at all these people like perfume things like. And I'm like, oh, I thought I said to her, I said, I remember when I wanted to do that.
Yeah.
And now I just don't care. Like, it's not that like bodybuilding's literally like my life. And I'm like, I wouldn't, you know, imagine you could do like a hench perfume advert. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think it's London as well. But the rat race is just exhausting.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not jealous. Like I'm in my own thing now. Like, yeah, I chose to come away from it because I just did, you know, kind of like fell out of love with it.
Yeah. Oh, well, there we go. And here you are, sitting with 2 other henchwomen.
2 of the henches.
Yes.
The big ones. I had someone message me the other day and they were like, who are those 2 women that you train with? So I like gave them your names and they were like, they are absolutely like how do they get like that? And I was like, well, I mean,
I woke up like it yesterday.
Yeah. Like I was gonna say something.
What?
No, don't worry. But they're like, oh, how do they get like that? And I'm like, well, obviously, like they train really hard. They've got like sick genetics, and they're just like, I think that's the thing. Like some women don't push themselves. Like I see other women train in the gym, and they'll literally stop short of like 5 or 6 reps.
Yeah.
Oh, I've done my 12.
Yeah.
Where is
12 and that's it.
I was training with somebody. Oh no, we were just sharing the hack squat yesterday, training legs. Youngish lad, good physique. I think he's 20 at uni. Be a good men's physique. He's that kind of broad, tiny waist. And he was like, "Oh, how many reps are you doing?" I was like, "Until I can't do any more." Oh, well, you must have a rough idea. It's like, not
No.
really.
Yeah. Just go until I can't go.
Yeah.
But people do. They go off like if they're given like a plan that says 10 to 12, they'll like be like, "Right, I'll stop at 10."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's why. So
as long as it's more than 6, I'm happy. If it's 6 or less, I'm fucked off.
Yeah. I think that's why I didn't like logbook anymore. Like, there's a time and a place to have a logbook, and I've done that. I've done it. Like, but personally, I just do what I feel is right on the day, and if I can hit it, I'll hit it. If I don't, I won't do it. Do you know what I mean? Like, if it feels off, I'm not going to do it. And if I feel like
I'm an OCD logbooker, but there are days if I train in a different gym, I don't stress about it. If I'm training with somebody, I don't stress about it. And if I'm super crazy tired and I know my strength's going to be down, and actually logbooking's going to ruin my session because I'm going to get in my head about it.
Yeah.
When actually it's just about the fact I've made it to the gym and I'm training.
Yeah.
But otherwise I'm like, if I don't write it down, it didn't happen.
Yeah. That's fair. I used to be like that, but then I just kind of got working. I
was going to say, you've got a Connor.
Yeah, we don't all have a Connor. Christ.
Sorry?
We should get Connor on here, actually, but I don't think he'd be able to work out the laptop.
Sorry?
He's worse than you, man. He wouldn't be able to work out the laptop.
Well, that's easy. You just get him, you just have him with you.
Yeah, that'd be good, actually. That'd work. It's getting darker and darker in this room.
I was saying, guys, I need to actually go to the toilet. I've got like 3,000.
Wait a minute. Did you just say go toilet?
I'm like, no, you know when you're so dying, like I'm sitting on my
You
hand.
can go, you don't need to ask permission. But my yawning is becoming increasingly frequent.
Yes.
I'm going to pop.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I understand.
We'll just I'll stop recording in a second. We'll sign off this one, but yeah, we'll get another episode recorded at some point, and we'll talk about some shows and stuff, won't we? And maybe some open bodybuilders and stuff like that as well.
Yeah,
I've got an idea. Well, I think I've shared an idea for a guest that would be quite good. We press stop, then I'll tell you.
Okay. Anyway, guys, thanks for listening.
Yeah.
See you on the next one.
See y'all later. See ya. Bye.
Maybe I'm a different breed. Maybe I'm not listening.